Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I have for you just a quick little bullet journal flip through. So I bought this bullet journal off Amazon, and it is a Redco bullet journal. I think the color was like teal or ocean or something like that. It's just a nice, like a blue-green color. And so I've been using it throughout the year to track my reading progress and YouTube videos and the like. So I'm just going to show you my October setup. Really quickly, I'll go through the pens that I have used for this month of October. My colors are black, orange, and purple, and I have these Praying fine line markers. I picked these up from Joann's a couple years ago for scrapbooking and haven't really used them much for that, but they work really well for this bullet journal. They don't ghost through too much. They kind of do a little bit, but I think a lot of that is also just the paper. It's not a super thick paper in this bullet journal. I also use this Millennium, I don't really know the name of it, Millennium Zig memory system. It's just a permanent ink, waterproof, and the color is pure black. It's a 0.5 size, and it's just a little tiny pen there. And then the other pen that I've been using is this Pilot Easy Touch Fine pen. It's just a black, and it's just a really thin line. So kind of what I've been doing, this has been my go-to design for my cover page for the past couple of months. I kind of stopped doodling in here just because it was taking a lot of time, and I'm not a great artist. So I like just how simple this is. I've been kind of switching up my font a little bit, so this month is just kind of that thicker first letter and then all caps. So I've got my cover page, and then I've been writing out my TBR list. So I haven't written this in pen yet, just because I'm doing a readathon and we haven't decided on the group book, and right now I have this in alphabetical order. So depending on where that book needs to go, I might need to shift things. So I'm waiting to write that in. When I do, I'll be writing it with this Millennium pen here. And then I've got a column for whether I finished it and listened to it via audiobook, ebook, or physical book. And I just draw, I block it out with the dots, just do like a 1 wide, and I color it in. So that is that page. And then I've been doing some book stacks as well. So in the month of October, I'm participating in the RIP Readathon, or the Read in Peace Readathon, that is hosted over at Creating & Co. There is a Facebook group, and she also has a YouTube channel, which I'll leave both linked down below if you would like to see that. And then I've got a stack that I just kind of wanted to separate for the rest of the month. So for the readathon here, again, I outlined the books in this Millennium pen, and I wrote what the prompt was, or the category was, in the pen. And then the book title, I just used this Pilot Easy Touch pen. So pretty basic. As I read them, I'll show you my September books. As I finish, I just color it in with a colored pencil, and it depends on what color based off of the format that I read it in. And then these 3 have symbols in them, which is part of another little readathon challenge that's going on, and I guess I'll touch on that just a little bit, but I will have a TBR video for the RIP readathon where I'll talk about that a little more. So next, I always draw up a calendar. I messed up on this one, both on the dates. I started writing the next week just right under the first numbers here. So I whited that out. I don't know if you can see that very well which is fine. And then I always draw a line across for every day I upload. I upload Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I don't color them in until I've uploaded it, but for some reason I was just in the zone wanting to use my colored pencils, so I started coloring things in, which is fine. But I'll also kind of block off a section and color it in if I film on a certain day or edit on a certain day, just so I can kind of see my overall trend. And then down in the bottom, just because there's this extra space, I always leave a little section for readathons, and since this month I have the RIP readathon from the 8th to the 14th, I've got that in there and just a little checkbox that I can check off once the readathon is done. And then on the next page over, I have my video plans. So I do, again, a film, edit, upload. Uploads, I color in black. Edit is going to be purple this month, and film is going to be orange. And then so far these are just the videos I have planned, so there's a little spoiler for you. And then I don't normally have this page, but I decided to make a page for the Magical Readathon extra credit that's going on. If I had known about this prior to filling in my YouTube stuff, I would have put it right after my books right here, but I just found out about it. So basically, G over at Bookrow, she does bullet journal videos. She also does book videos. She created the Magical Readathon. We sat our OWLs in April and we set our NEWTs in August. So she plans to do that every year. So for the next round, it'll be just Owls or Magical Readathon 2019. But she gave us an extra credit opportunity just to kind of keep the fun alive until the next round of the Magical Readathon. So these are extra credit opportunities for Charms class, as you can see here. And during the, it actually conveniently falls between, or during the week of the RIP Readathon. So the symbols you saw, I think, were these three. And if you complete a book that fits it, you can kind of re-outline it, and then that would add an extra day that you get to have for your readathon. So if it starts April 1st, you could start on March, 30 days past September, April, June, and November. You could start on March 31st. If you did 2, you could start on March 30th. If you did 3, you could start on March 29th. So you would just have extra time to read through all of your subjects. And then just a little fun thing, she's got photo challenges. So whether you post on Instagram or Twitter, you can do that. These are just the hashtags to use, so to keep those in mind. That's all I have filled out for October right now. I'm going to flip back to September and show you another thing that I'll probably end up adding in. So I've got a notes page, so if I do a tag, I always like to read out or list out whatever the tag questions are. That way I can answer them and just kind of look back. So I'm sure I'll need a day where I fill in a tag somewhere. So I'll just do that here. Or if I decide I want to write out notes about the book I'm reading, I just kind of do that. But this isn't really a typical bullet journal setup. I know a lot of people plan in it, but I have an Erin Condren planner that I do, so I don't do like weekly bits or anything. So that is what this setup is looking like for October. I'm really liking how this turned out. I'm debating whether I want to draw in pumpkins, but I probably won't, just because I don't want to, I like the clean lines of this, so I don't really want to mess it up. But that's what it's looking like, and maybe at the end of October I'll post pictures of the pages all filled in on my Instagram, which will also be linked down below if you want to check that out. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little flip through, and I will chat with you down in the comments until my next video. Bye!